Hey there! It's been a while. I almost forgot how to make a video, but don't worry, I remembered it requires the video software and the camera thing and the microphone, and I'm pretty sure that's all I need. And I hit record. If I hadn't, you wouldn't be seeing this. Happy Saturday. It is September 16th. And yeah, I made it. We're making a video. So, thank you to all of you who have I forgot how to talk. I guess I don't need to be able to talk. Who have stuck around. I know that my content has been lacking, and I'll sometimes have an intention to make a video during the week and then, not do it. The saying about the road to hell and what it's paved with. But I promise I'm thinking about you all the time and thinking, gee, I haven't made a video in a while. And sometimes I actually end up making one, like right now. So let's play some games. We're going to start with Wordle. We'll play Countryol. And then we're going to try Metazua, which is the animal guessing game. And then we're going to do the New York Times, the timeline game called Flashback. And then we'll play Symbol and Fibble and wrap it up with Connections. So New York Times is getting overrepresented today, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so Wordle, I have continued to win, maintained my streak, and I've just been sort of starting with whatever word pops to mind, but let's see if we can be a little bit thematic. It has been cool and cloudy today. It was in the 60s most of the day, so we are feeling very autumnal. It is very fall. All the pumpkin spice... That was going to be more dramatic. Let's do that again. All the pumpkin spice stuff is out. Let people like things. Anyway, apparently the word was not spice, but we do have an E. Let's see. Where does that E go? Maybe it's an ER word. That'd be unfortunate. How about tamer? That's some good letters. It's not an ER word, but I did place the E. All right. There's an A. Where does it go? Probably starts with A. How about angel? Oh, that was good. I didn't know what it was. If I had known what it was, I would have just started with angel. See? That's so silly. Awesome. All right. That was good. That was well played. I'm very happy. Angel spice. Baby spice. Sporty spice. Pumpkin spice. No, wait. All right, let's go on to Countryol now. Two terrible things have happened while I have not been making videos. One, the answer was Lithuania last week, I think it was. So I actually had started with Canada, and then it said, go East Europe, fewer people, or East. We're making bread now. Go East, and it's fewer people, and I was like, well, then I'll guess Lithuania, and I did, and it was, and I went, approximately. So that was my reaction. Then on Thursday of this week, I was about to play and I thought, no, you know what? Let's do a video just in case it's Canada. And then I got caught up in something. And then the next thing I knew, it was after midnight and I had missed my chance. So hopefully it wasn't Canada on Thursday. Nobody said it was. I assume somebody would have told me. And also it reset my streak. So my stats are sad, but it's okay. We'll push on, and we'll start with Canada today. By the way, the whole thing about Lithuania was one of the 3 countries I had not yet gotten, and I got it. I got it second, though. I didn't start with it, so it wasn't quite as amazing as it could have been. But we are down to Cyprus and Canada that we're after. So let's start with Canada. Not Canada. Fewer people to the east. Okay, well, that's true. How about Belarus? Not Europe. Okay. A little bit more people to the southeast. Israel. No. A little bit more people to the southeast. Oman? Not enough people to the northwest. Oh, Oman has fewer people than I thought. Okay, how about Jordan? Not Jordan. Warmer than that. Oh, I wasn't looking at the temperature. Wow, it's a hot country. 10 million people to the southeast. Might not be in the Middle East. I have a hunch. 10 million people. 10 million people. Cambodia. No, west of there. Oh no, it was northwest of Oman. Never mind. Silly me. What am I doing? I've forgotten how to play this. Gee, you missed one day. Well, I did play yesterday. Northwest of Oman. Northwest of Oman. Not the Palestine state, is it? No, that wouldn't have made sense. It's not enough people. Just checking. Kuwait. No. What? Also not enough people. Why do I feel like I'm slowly going insane? Southeast of Kuwait, but northwest of Oman. No, Bahrain is too small. Qatar is too small. I thought. 10 million people. Southeast of Israel, northwest of Oman, southeast of Jordan. Alright, we're gonna try Bahrain. Okay, southeast of Bahrain. Oh yeah, I knew that wasn't enough people. Maldives. Too small. Way too small. Northwest. What am I doing? Why have I lost my mind? Somebody explain. This is embarrassing. This isn't making sense. Northwest of Oman. What's happening? I'm just guessing every country I can think of at this point. I know Singapore's too small and way too far to the east, but I'm literally just any country I can think of that's about the right size. I have no idea. What is going on? What am I missing? We're just gonna fill in the map of Central Asia. Wait, what? How is it northwest of Oman? What? I don't get it. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is wrong with me? I forgot it existed. I was like, wait a minute. Well, you can see why I haven't been making videos. My brain just is not on. What in the world was that? But look, 2. I played 448 games in a row. How did I have a loss? I don't think I ever noped out. Oh, I know what happened. So I thought after midnight I could set my computer clock back a day and see if I could still play Countryol just to maintain my streak, but it didn't work, so it probably counted that as a loss, which is very annoying. I I shouldn't bother. I shouldn't. All right, well, we're going to pretend that never happened, and we're going to move on to Metazoa. All right, so this game, we are trying to guess an animal, and it's going to tell us based on, you know, the tree of life, how close we are. So, what should we start with today? Let's start with... I need an animal. It's too bad there are so few. How about hamster? Why not? Okay. So it has basically nothing in common with a hamster. It is all therian mammals. Oh, wait, no, it's pretty close. Hold on. Eutheria is the clade consisting of all therian mammals that are more closely related to placentals than to marsupials. So it's a placental mammal, probably. So that's good. How about a kitty cat? Also Eutheria. Oh, Boreoeutheria. What does that mean? A magnorder of placental mammals that groups together superorders Euarchontoglires and Laraziathera. Oh, well, that clears that right up. Well, there's a rhino right there on the screen, so I'm going to guess that. Ooh, it's related. No, it's not related. Oh, what am I doing? It's not related to any of those. Wait a second. I misread the tree. I kept going down this tree, but I shouldn't have. It's not. So it's a mammal, but it's some other kind of mammal? Okay. How about a bat? A fruit bat, sure. Nope. Fruit bats belong to Lauraziatheria, apparently. All right. What is a therian mammal? I don't know what that means. I do geography, not biology. Boreoeutheria. Eutheria. So what is a whole other kind of mammal here? Like, it's not a rodent or a feline. Not even a bat. Bats are so cool, by the way. Just a random comment. More closely related to placentals than to marsupials. Well, does that mean it's not a... Is it a possum? Or an opossum? Oh. Possum is not even a eutherian. Okay, well, I mean, I kind of guessed that, but I was trying to narrow it down. I'm trying to get an idea of what in the world they're talking about. Okay, how about, why am I doing so poorly today? It's so sad. More closely related to placentals than to marsupials. But not even... What does that mean? How about a dingo? Is a dingo a kind of dog? Oh, it's not even on here? Okay. Okay, how about an armadillo then? Sure. Oh, look, we got a new clade in common. Xenarthra. Ooh, is it a sloth? It's a sloth! Okay. Cool. That was hard. I guess sloths aren't very closely related to hamsters or cats. Apparently. Who knew? Okay. Sloths. Sloths are very cute. I like sloths. So, let's move on to flashback, and we'll see if I can do better with history than I have with geography and biology so far. Let's go! They're going to place an event for us. 1945, the US and Soviet Union divide Korea into 2 occupation zones as Japanese military control ends. Yes, I have been listening to a podcast called Real Dictators with Paul McGann. Sorry, he's British. It's delightful. It's all about dictators, mostly in the 20th century, although he calls Julius Caesar a dictator. I haven't listened to that one. And also Genghis Khan, which again, haven't listened to because I'm not interested. I'm interested in the modern one. So anyway, I listened to one about Kim Jong-il and learned all about Korea. And then I'm listening to one now about Robert Mugabe. These are not uplifting subjects, but I have learned a lot and it's very interesting. The podcast, if you're looking for something to listen to and this sort of thing interests you, what I really appreciate is that they put, I realize this has nothing to do with the game, but I'm here to talk, so here I am. They put a lot of historical context around what was going on in that country at that time. How did they get to that point to where this person could take such control and become who they became? And yes, he covers Hitler. He's continuing to cover Hitler. I haven't bothered to listen to that one. It's a many part series on Hitler. Most of them are 3 to 7 episodes about a given person and their country. It's very interesting. Anyway, a mountain-sized rock strikes the Yucatan Peninsula. 3/4 of species are wiped out, but flowering plants and mammals later thrive. Well, that sounds like 65 million years ago, so I'm going to say that's probably before 1945? 66 million years ago. Oh, I see. The first tanks are used in combat, designed to break through trench warfare, and built by men and women as young as 16. Well, that's like World War I, right? So that's pretty easy to place as well. Hurricane Katrina hits Louisiana. That happened in 2005. I remember that. 2005. The first SMS message is sent. An engineer says Merry Christmas to a colleague at a holiday party in England. Cool. Well, presumably between 1945 and 2005. 1992. Okay, that makes sense. Bayer first sells heroin to relieve colds and pain. A wonder drug before its dangerously addictive nature becomes clear. I mean, yeah, it's going to make you feel better. Unfortunately, there are consequences. That was, I believe, in the late 19th century. Yeah, 1898. Look at that. Supercontinent Pangaea begins to split, moving up to 2 centimeters per year. Roughly how fast fingernails grow and forming the continents. Oh, so was that before or after the dinosaurs were wiped out? That's a really good question. Pangaea begins to split. I want to say that was before. 200 million years ago, yes. Dianne Feinstein is elected to mayor of San Francisco, choosing to be pointedly visible by visiting fires and crime scenes. Yeah, that would have been in the 70s, I believe. 79. 400,000 auto workers strike for 67 days at GM. At the time, the big 3 car makers built 8 of 10 automobiles sold in the U.S. Oh. I think that was in the 30s. No, 20s, 30s? It's 1970. Different strike, I guess. Okay. Well, I only missed one, and only by a little. Let's see. The breakup shifted lands around the Tizi Test Fault, which may be the one responsible for Morocco's recent unexpected and devastating earthquake. Oh my. New research suggests that the adaptability of flowering plants from orchids to magnolias helped them become the majority of all terrestrial plants. I really hope most people placed that one correctly, because if they weren't sure if it came before or after World War II, I would be questioning the education system even more than I already do. In the continuing fight against the common cold, an FDA panel ruled on Tuesday that a cold decongestant, phenylephrine, is ineffective. Yes, I agree. I hate phenylephrine. It's stupid. Okay, the world's first tank is now kept in the Tank Museum, which, at least on YouTube, is more popular than the Met and MoMA. It's a tank! South Korea and North Korea are still technically at war. Yep. Now they're the ones sending weapons to the US and Russia as the war in Ukraine continues. Cool. The United Auto Workers on Friday began a strike against GM, Ford, and Stellantis. Yeah. There's a lot of unions doing the union thing right now. Yes, I'm in favor of unions. As mayor, she supported programs to fight AIDS, but vetoed domestic partnerships. Now at 90, Senator Feinstein is in a legal battle over her late husband's wealth. And she needs to retire. You did a good job, Feinstein. You represented your country. You served the people. And now Enjoy retirement! Sorry, I have feelings. Okay. Billions of texts are sent each day, no kidding. But should we be really texting for work? Sure? What? The recent flooding in Libya was caused by the bursting of 2 dams after heavy rainfall, echoing what happened during Katrina. I like that these are all connected to current events. That's kind of neat. All right, let's go back to word games for a couple times here. We're going to play Symbol. And I should point out that it is currently this weekend the Jewish celebration of Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year. So Chag Sameach and happy Rosh Hashanah to those of you who may or may not be watching this. We traditionally eat apples and honey on Rosh Hashanah to symbolize the beginning of a sweet new year. So let's start with honey. Ooh, that wasn't bad. So, do we have a Y in place, or are we ending with one of these other letters? I'm going to try Y in place first, because if it's not, we'll know soon enough. How about... I'm trying to do one that gives me more new letters, though. It would be interesting to reuse the E, though, because I would suspect it would end in E if it doesn't end in Y. I'm curious. Let's see. So how about pesky? Ooh. Interesting. Petty? Okay. So the moon does indeed mean yellow, so it does end in E. And the second letter is P, because that's the only ones that pesky and petty have in common. Okay. So second letter is P, and it ends in E. So it probably starts with S. How about spice? That would have been funny. All right. Spare. There it is. All right. That was fun. I liked that. That was a decent solve. I don't feel so silly now. All right. What do we start with on Fibble today? Track. Sure. All right. Let's do stack. What did we get? We got a contradiction in C. It sounds like this should be like some kind of a sonata or something. Contradiction in C. All right, so there's no K because one of these C's is lying, so anything that's consistent between the two must be true. So there is a T. I don't know if it's second, but there is one. So let's try craft. No, not craft. What am I doing? Lost my train of thought. How about stomp? Interesting. Okay, so these S's contradict. That means this T is indeed in place. That makes this one true. How about store? Okay. What'd we learn? We learned a few things. There's no R, so that's the lie. There's no C. It does start with S. S-T-O something E. Stove, stone, stole. Oh my. How do you get out of a trap in Fibble? I think we just keep guessing. There we go. I don't think there's a way because you wouldn't know what's a lie unless two things were lying. Like, if I had done something that had N, L, and V, like novel, and it said there, like, two of them were yellow, then one of those would have had to been true. If the E had been gray, then since I knew there was an E, I would have known what was telling the... Anyway, I got there. I was trying to think, like, how would you get out of a trap in Fibble? I think you could, but I had enough room to just guess a bunch of them, so I just went with that. All right. Track and stole. All right, let's go to connections. By the way, I'm really sorry it cuts off at the top here. I know it's probably a little bit annoying, but there isn't a really great way to fit it on the screen because it kind of goes off to the side, so ignore it now that I've brought your attention to it. All right. What is happening? Woodstock, Gambit, New York, Giant, Queen, Rock and Roll, Princess, Bishop, Mate. Pigpen? Peppermint Patty. Excuse me. Oh, these are Charlie Brown characters. Hold on. Charlie, Lucy, Peppermint Patty, and Woodstock are Peanuts characters, right? Oh. Something's not right. Wonder which one. Okay, well, I'm going to keep that one in mind. Oops. Gambit. I'm seeing things having to do with chess, but they're not all chess pieces? New York? I am so confused. Because, like, mate, queen, gambit, bishop. But I don't really want to do that because it doesn't make sense. Like fairy tales? Worth a try? Yeah, fairy tales. Okay, we got somewhere. All right. You. I love New York. I love you. I love rock and roll. And I love Lucy. Wow. Yes. Okay. Okay, so maybe these are chess and peanuts. Yep. I didn't like that, but there it is. Okay. Had the right idea. The I love was throwing me, but I got it. Interesting. How'd you do? Did you catch that? Which one did you get first? I'm kind of pleased with getting the I love second there. That was very strange. All right, well, that was certainly not my best show, but there it is, your Saturday weekly daily games for September 16th. I hope you are all having a lovely weekend, a great start to your fall, a happy new year if it applies. And I will see you all another time for more videos. Bye for now.